I just wanted to make a video about something a little bit different. I wanted to make a video talking about Power Rangers, my opinions on the franchise, various things in that nature, as well as my current and future projects. I've been obsessed with Power Rangers and various other forms of media since the age of 3 years old. My entire life I've been telling various stories regarding different franchises, mainly Kingdom Hearts, Power Rangers, Game of Thrones, and Naruto, and things of that nature. Which is why I have my flawless military story. It's the story of a goddess Rogexia and her flawless military and their involvement in the multiverse. I plan on fleshing out those characters as well as any other character that I incorporate in the story. Lately, the Power Rangers franchise has been kinda dry, especially after Cosmic Fury ended. I am aware that it is not as dry lately as it was a couple of months ago. From what I gather, Disney is doing something with Power Rangers. They're about to either own it or they're going to at least stream a show. I'm not entirely sure they're going to do with it. More than likely they're going to go Mighty Morphin because that's what they always do with it. I'm going to be honest. There are things that I love about Power Rangers and there are things that I am vastly disappointed by. I've been a fan of this franchise my entire life and it hasn't been an on and off thing. It's been a constant. I honestly think this franchise could be so much more and it is oozing with potential. I completely agree with Lord Draken's words when he said they could have been gods. Lately, I've been having mixed feelings about the presentation of Power Rangers as of lately, especially with things such as Cosmic Fury, Super Mega Force, various other things like that. My only issue with Cosmic Fury is that it wasn't necessarily handled the best way, especially if they're going to give us these lackluster designs and just reuse helmets when we had the most amazing Ranger suits that I've seen in a long time in Q Ranger. I'm aware budget is always a concern for these things, especially when it comes to making a big product like Power Rangers, but it seems like budget is always a problem. There's always some type of issue when it comes to Power Rangers. We never get what we want. We've always promised things and they never give us what they promise us. They promise us the Order, a project in which the Power Rangers were all supposed to be there. None of them showed up for it and a lot of people were cheated out of their money. God bless Jason David Frank. He was my hero. He was literally the first person that I liked before I could even learn to like human beings. And honestly, he was a GOAT. And he created the White Dragon and it was his passion project. And I know that it was mainly because him and Hasbro's deals didn't work out. He had more of a tighter relationship with Saban from what I understand. And things just didn't work the way they worked out. And life happened. But I say that to say this. The White Dragon was his passion project. He put his blood, sweat, and tears into it. And they promised it was going to come out. Maybe they're still polishing it. I'm not trying to knock them or anything, but it's been several years and we haven't seen it. And I would like to see it. To be honest, things that have been keeping me satiated for the Power Ranger franchise hasn't been directly because of Power Rangers. It has been due to the fan projects that have been on YouTube and various other things like the Boom Studios comic books and Super Sentai. Power Rangers Unworthy, Bloodline of the Grid, to name a few, are fantastic Power Ranger products, and shout out to the creators and everybody that's worked on it. The Boom Studios comic books seem to get it right every single time. I don't know what it is, but they are fantastic. Shout out to Boom Studios. They're doing a fantastic job on Power Rangers. The Eltarian storyline that they had, especially the one that they have in Power Ranger Prime currently, the thing where Dark Spectre was turning Rangers evil, Shattered Grid, all of it has been fantastic reading, and it has made me rather full. Super Sentai and Kamen Rider is always amazing. Every now and then they'll have a couple of seasons that I won't watch, but from what I've watched, I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed Kamen Rider Saber, Kamen Rider Zeo, Kamen Rider Force is my favorite, to be honest. I've enjoyed Wizard. My favorite Sentais of all time is Gokaiger, Q Ranger, Tokyuger, Goanger, and Shinkenger. I've enjoyed a lot of Sentai. I even like some of the newer ones like King Oger, Zenkaiger. Those are pretty dope too. The latest one, I think it's Gizyoger or something like that. From what I gather, it's okay, but I need to see more in order for me to truly map out how I feel about it. I am not trying to replace Power Rangers in any kind of way. I love this franchise with all my heart, with more than all my heart, to be honest. And I just wish so badly, so desperately, that we could get it right, that we could actually get it good. The content that I create is not for children. I only create content for teenagers and adults. I do not create content for children because, as far as I'm concerned, Power Rangers is archaic and it's something so niche that if you grew up with it, you liked it, and if there are kids that like it now, more than likely it's because their parents liked it to some degree. Power Rangers is not the only content that I plan on making. Like I said, I'm multifaceted in my interest. Game of Thrones and Kingdom Hearts have been something that I've dabbled in to quite some time. I love the Kingdom Hearts games. I've played all of them. I've beaten all of them, and I've enjoyed them. I've made previous videos in the past parodying Kingdom Hearts. I may do something like that in the future. I do plan on making a lot of stuff with Game of Thrones, even though the Game of Thrones scenes is really dry as well right now, but I don't care because I have a passion for that franchise, that even if Game of Thrones never comes out with anything, it's such a perfect story, even with the shit ending that we got. It's such a good story that I will continue to be interested in it and continue to look at the lore and continue to touch on it. I'm going to cut this video short for now. If you have any opinions or if you like any of my content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications.